What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for the second predicted lineup of pre-season. We whetted our appetite on Wednesday night with Ange Ball. We saw the kids absolutely play that Hearts team off the pitch, and everyone is looking forward to this one on Saturday against QPR. Just before we get into it, we're going to get into our team news. So what have we got?
Yeah, so Postecoglou was mentioning the injuries in the build-up to some of the pre-season games. He said Ben Davies and Sarr should be fit for the tour, but unlikely to feature on Saturday. Udogie remains out. He said Richarlison is behind Davies and Sarr, and he said Forster is behind Richarlison. So they've got a while to go, I'm assuming. I wonder if Richarlison makes the tour or not. And then obviously the players on the right-hand side there, Dragoshin, Romero, Lo Celso, Bentancur, Van de Ven, Højbjerg, Vicario still away on their break following their contributions on international duty.
Yeah, it is kind of rumoured that Dragoshin, Vicario and Van de Ven will be back for the tour, so that's positive, but little kind of news on the Argentinian and Uruguay contingent that did go to the latter stages of the Copa America. But let's get into predicted lineup. We're going for a 4-3-3. As you know, these predicted lineups are pretty hard to do, but we're going to make a stab of it. And in goal, we are going for Brandon Austin, who I was quite impressed with last game.
Yeah, made a really good save from Oda in that first half against Hearts. Looks like he's going to be the keeper of choice as Forster is injured and Vicario is out. So going to be seeing a bit more of him, which is interesting to say because he's been at the club for so long. We've barely seen him, so it's good to see him out on the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. So Brandon in goal. Right back, we're going to stick with Pedro Porro, who did start in the last game. For me, he was a little bit rusty in that first half, so hopefully he'll get more into it in this game.
Yeah, we're thinking he's going to start, albeit Jed Spence obviously might get another opportunity to impress, considering his really good second half against Hearts. But we're thinking we're going to stick with Porro in this one. Yeah, he was definitely guilty of overhitting a few passes and wasn't on top of his game, but he still had some good moments. So I think he needs some time to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's probably going to be a different 11 on the second half than it will be first half as well. So the players that, you know, like you say, Spence will probably get 45 minutes in the second half. Right centre-back, we're going to go for Ashley Phillips. We played an unorthodox back two of Archie Gray and Ollie Skip last game with Ashley Phillips on the bench. And I think he impressed in that second half. And I think he'll come straight in and start this one.
Yeah, I was surprised, to be honest, that he didn't get a start because you're playing Ollie Skip at centre-back. I'm not sure what we learned from that, rather than just giving Ashley Phillips a run out. Obviously, he came on. I thought he did pretty well. So hopefully it's enough for Ange Postecoglou to want him look at him from the beginning. And if he continues to impress, maybe there's a view of him being part of the first team as well. We'll have to wait and see.
You think about that, and it could save us so much money because we're in the market for a centre-back, we're in the market for a left-back and a right-back. And if Jed Spence and Ashley Phillips can be part of the squad next year and really contribute, I mean, that saves us so much, doesn't it?
Yeah, and obviously people talk about his age, but, you know, Man United just spent 60 million on an 18-year-old centre-back, and I'm sure he's going to be a big part of their team next season.
We just spent 40 million on a Archie Gray.
On Archie Gray, exactly, as well. So just because Phillips is, 19, doesn't mean he necessarily can't make an impact, albeit, you know, you have to do it when he's ready.
Yeah. Left centre-back, we are siding with Ollie Skip just because of lack of options, really.
Yeah, I don't think he played that well, to be honest, against Hearts. One of the weaker players, didn't look so comfortable, but we're thinking a different position for Gray this game, so Skip remains at centre-back.
Left back, Udogie is obviously out, so we are going to stick with Jamie Donnelly, who I thought was fairly impressive as well.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good on the ball. I thought he looked confident. Obviously, you want to see Donnelly more in the forward area, which we didn't get to see as much as we'd like probably in the Hearts game, but I think he's still impressed on the ball and did some good overlap. So I think he's going to continue there while Davis and Udogie remain unavailable.
So that's a back four of obviously Austin in goal, Porro, Phillips, Skip and Donnelly. In the number 6, we are going to put forward Archie Gray. An unbelievable performance in the first half at centre-back. So let's see him in a more natural position in the midfield where he can really strut his stuff.
Yeah, obviously Basuma played last game. I thought he did all right, but we're going to put Gray in the DM, are we? Okay.
Yeah.
So look, I think he might play midfield in this game. He was so impressive against Hearts. So we'll see how he performs when he's back into midfield. He says he likes to be more of a number 8, but we are looking for a number 6, so maybe it's good to try him in that position.
I feel like with Archie Gray, with the abilities that he showed and the strengths that he showed in the centre-back position, you know, his tackling ability, his ability to quickly play the ball forward and maybe dictate tempos of games, I think he's perfect for that 6 with what he can show.
Yeah, potentially. He's definitely got a great engine as well. So, look, when you're playing that position, it holds a lot of responsibility. So it's going to be very interesting to see if he does play that position, how he copes with that.
And then in the 8, we are going for Lucas Bergvall, who came on in the second half against Hearts. And look, it took a while to get into the game, but once he did, you really saw the class show, didn't he? Such a silky player.
Yeah, a lot of excitement around him, and I think we're going to want to see a bit more of him on the pitch in that number 8 position. I thought once he started to show his quality and once he had that confidence to kind of grow into the game, he was brilliant. So I'll be interested to see if Ange gives him a run out from the start, because I think we want to take a real close look at him with the season coming up. And I think we want him to get as many minutes as possible with the team, I would say.
And to make up that midfield 3, we are going for James Maddison in the number 10. Started the Hearts game. Took a while again to get into it, but I felt like once he got that knock, that horrible challenge to his ankle, he kind of stepped it up a level and he was pulling the strings. He was central to everything that we were doing. He got that assist, and then he got obviously taken off at half-time when the whole team changed. So I have no doubt Maddison will start this game.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant. Glimpses of him getting back to his best. He was dictating the game, got a brilliant assist, as you say, and I thought he was really, really great. So more minutes, I would say, for Maddison.
On the right-hand side, we are going to go for Brennan Johnson, another player, another one that was one of the better players in that first half. Got on the score sheet with a classic Brennan Johnson goal, a classic Ange Postecoglou goal, and yeah, Brennan on the right.
Yeah, I think he was looking confident. I was actually really enjoying Brendan's performance in that first half, and he scored now 4 goals in 2 pre-season games, so hopefully he can really carry on that goal-scoring form and start the season with confidence, because if he can do that, then hopefully we can see an even better Brendan next season.
Yeah, I really hope so. Up front, we are going to go for Will Lankshire. He'll be, I wouldn't say disappointed, but it was a bit of a disappointment that we saw him start the second half against Hearts and went off about 15-20 minutes later after such an impressive showing. So he'll want more minutes in this game, and I think he deserves it as well, because the attributes that he was showing with the hold-up play, his strength, the way he was backing into defenders, he looked so ready for that level with the players that he was playing on alongside on that pitch. Brilliant finishing ability. He didn't get in front of his defender first, and then he kind of didn't let that affect him, and straight away he's getting the ball and putting it in the back of the net. So I think he looks really impressive. There's Ali Gold said that he looks the most impressive number 9 in training as well under Ange Postecoglou. He's impressed Ange the most, so I feel like he could be getting a start in this one.
Yeah, and I think maybe it's due to lack of options, but if he has been impressing so much, I think it's definitely worth giving him a run out. And I think physically he's shown to be ready at this level. Brilliant finish for the goal. He took it so well. And obviously, with a view of that we were looking to loan him out, I think it's worth giving him a start, seeing how he performs. And if he really is up to it, then maybe he can be available for us in the first team next season. So I think it'd be really important to give him some real minutes here.
Yeah, and you talk about the goals that Brennan has scored in pre-season. Lancashire played in the under-21s against Enfield, scored 2 goals, backed it up with a goal for the first team against Hearts. So it's very impressive, the just sheer amount of goals that he scored in the last 12 months. And on the left-hand side, to make up the final 11, will be our captain, Heung-min Son. He started in the number 9 against Hearts, and we're backing him to start on the left wing against QPR.
Yeah, obviously Solomon didn't have his best game. Werner came on, did all right, did get an assist, but with Lancashire going up front, we're going to push Sonny out wide to the left and have him supply Lancashire here.
All right, so the lineup is Brandon Austin in goal, Pedro Porro right back, Jamie Donnelly left back, Ashley Phillips and Ollie Skip in the back 2, Archie Gray, Lucas Bergvall, James Maddison in the middle 3, Brennan Johnson and Heung-min Son supporting Will Lancashire. Obviously, we do expect a much changed team in the second half, but yeah, we'll be here for the watch along on Saturday, so come and join us. That is your predicted lineup for QPR against Tottenham in the second pre-season game, the last game before the tour, before the team and ourselves make it out to Japan and Korea. So we're much looking forward to that. But thank you everyone for joining us today. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.